Hey Rico, do you want to stream Terraria with me?
I don't really
Co-op,
play. I don't really
expert,
play.
hardcore.
I
One
don't really
left.
play Terraria, but I mean, sure, yeah, whatever.
Love it.
I mean, I'm fucking trash and I know nothing about the game, but yeah,
Say no, that's what makes it fun, yeah. The
sure,
joy of
let's do it.
discovery.
Let's do it.
Okay, so
I just wanna play Path of Exile. Bow, bow.
By the way, if we've learned anything about Zorro, he is very he makes some very poor decisions.
Well,
The
you're good
jungle.
company. As a collective group, we make some interesting decisions.
I'm pretty sure I may have stabbed myself 3 times last game.
You
Well, it
did.
was more than that.
yeah,
You've attempted to do it at least 10 times.
You really didn't like Lord Traylith.
No, that dude was driving Zorro literally out of his mind.
Okay, I am streaming. I have the map up if anyone wants to see it.
Time to strap.
Oh,
Go on.
Okay, so last we left off, we were headed towards Dogar. Y'all can see my mouse, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, perfect.
What?
Sweet. You learned that. So Oswald Traylith was kind of coming along this route. Right here, going northwards. And last you guys knew, the armies were kind of huddled in this area. But from your conversations with Traylith, it sounds like they've moved farther north across the river. Somewhere in this region, probably.
They've invaded?
Possibly.
Can we get a little scroll up on the map? Okay.
But yeah, you don't necessarily know where they've gone once they cross the river, but you do know that they have crossed.
I would consider that an invasion.
Yes. Smeltorn has told us that they had crossed.
Was he one of the ogre piss guards that took a leak on our friend?
Yeah.
Nice.
Ogre or the dwarves?
Dwarf.
Because they were
that's what it was.
definitely dwarves.
Yeah. Need a race neutral term I could use to assign to these people.
Fuckhead.
Or pisshead. Depends. You know. Alright.
Arsehole.
Alright. And then we are headed south. So we're still. Are we in Makdoon now?
You were headed to Dogar,
Dogar, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
which you will be there when we start.
Began. Yeah.
we'll be in Dogar when we start up.
Yeah. In Dogar, because it was like a 10-day journey, basically, to actually get from this area where the pyramid was to Dogar itself.
Man, we were going to be in Dogar like 18,000 years ago. Wonder if it's changed much.
don't really know what Dogar looked like 18,000 years ago.
I wonder if the hat culture will be different if anyone found Jonathan's hat.
Yay!
It's
Started
like
fad.
hats are literally the size of like automobiles. They just kept getting bigger.
It'd be crazy.
The bigger like just bigger and bigger fucking feathers.
Yeah. People just starting to put whole eagles on their hats. You have 2 feathers. I've got a whole bird. That's exactly what they would sound like too.
Well,
Yep.
If it's a discount hat, they have a chicken instead.
Like, man, my mom doesn't love you that much.
I got a pigeon.
It's still live. They walk around.
any other thoughts before we get going?
No.
That was disturbingly easy to sell 30 ships at 1,500 gold a pop to some random dude walking through the woods.
Yeah, he didn't really seem to care about money at all.
He
Get made
didn't.
an impression on him.
He didn't even look at the brochure.
I think
I
those
think-
are charismatic attitudes.
I think it was
I mean-
definitely my my sweet talking.
He was very wealthy, and a lot of times, from what I've heard, really wealthy people don't really like they can fling money around and it just doesn't mean anything. Because he did have one thing I do remember, some very elite bodyguards that probably cost a lot of money.
He was also throwing away boxes of like pipes like they were cigarettes.
Yeah. Did I grab one?
I think so.
I feel like I remember trying to. Maybe I just stabbed myself because he threw another one away.
That's also very likely.
I'll tell you what, all of the other altars do not like Zoro because Zoro wounds the body.
Okay, so you guys have made it to Dogar. I'll add 10 days to the calendar here in a second, and I'll stop streaming.
Is our health reset?
Yes, it will.
That's fantastic.
God. Okay.
Okay, September 22nd, 3319.
My health didn't reset.
Doc and Sylvester, if you would make a d20 roll with, let's see.
With what?
Do medicine.
I don't know first aid from the war.
Oh, sweet goodness.
Austin, you have figured out how to make your whiskey
Hell yeah.
on the journey. Yep.
And Doc's leg fell off.
What was I trying to figure out?
Well, you and Sylvester. So in my notes, I have Doc and Sylvester to become degenerates and try to make whiskey.
Perfect. Hopefully, Doc. Well, does that mean I can clean Doc's gangrene with my whiskey
Mm-hmm.
that he surely has now?
Wow. That's something that neither Doc nor Christian remembers happening.
Yeah. I do remember your goal was for me to teach you one thing, and I did. It's just I don't know if it's beneficial for you.
Well, I wasn't very good, apparently, because I rolled pretty low.
Jonathan and Kylan are still tossing around ideas with the paper. Hugo, I guess, is still contemplating life. Hasn't changed his class yet.
Wow.
And Herschel,
I'm gonna do it right now.
you're gonna study the circlet and the dagger.
Yep.
Okay.
Your characters.
That was my intention.
Can you delete that unnamed for me, please?
Yeah, give me a sec.
Time to grab. Speaking of whiskey, I'm gonna grab some whiskey.
Ben left 2 bottles at my house. I have too much whiskey. That'll get me in trouble.
Much whiskey is risky.
And it makes me frisky.
Just makes me forget things.
Does that too, but we obviously forget that part for obvious reasons.
God, no, I don't. I don't want to import character. I want to use the little.
Okay, hold 1 sec. Let me find it, Alec.
Wasn't there like a? How the fuck did I get to that last time? The like character builder thing. Import open. Okay, there we go. Okay. Da, 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 da. What am I? A gnome? That's what I am. Yes.
Some dude programmed his keyboard to run Skyrim.
Oh my god.
Somebody did what?
There's like a tiny, like, pixelated screen on the top corner of his keyboard, and he programmed it to run Skyrim.
Is he breaking up for anybody else? I understood what you said, but
I heard him crystal clear.
oh, maybe it's me. Hold on.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe.
I'm a L'Oreal man myself.
I'm glad that's what I came back into.
Oh,
An arm.
What a shitty plastic fork.
I feel like when my mic cuts out to go get a beer, I miss something. Aside from making whiskey, what is going on?
nothing currently.
We made it back to Dogar, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we are in Dogar.
Are there any airships currently docked there?
Oh, haven't got there yet.
Okay.
And didn't Herschel? Didn't you say you need to stop by a library, or was that at a different point, or do we?
It'll be when we get back to Mesoponata.
I hear you. I hear you.
How the fuck do you spell it? Asaluhi. Okay,
maybe
Alec, I
while you're
put those items in there
Okay,
in the party sheet.
gotcha.
There's some other stuff in there too. Y'all might like.
You've piqued my interest.
Beauty prospect. Bottle with key.
But
Somebody's hanging on to that.
well, that was. Yeah, I mean, that was from the cave adventure.
So
Yeah.
it just tells you dagger for what you picked up, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No. Well,
What does it say?
with a curved Exceedingly sharp blade and a jeweled pommel. This is no ordinary dagger.
Okay. Perfect.
The circlet also says nothing.
Okay. You should be able to look at it now. For what it does.
It's a negative, Ghost Rider.
You may have to change to a different tab or X out of your character sheet or something.
Okay. Let's see.
Venom dagger.
Still says type and then nothing.
Weird. So you don't see dagger of venom in your inventory?
Oh, the dagger, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, I was talking about the circlet.
Yeah, circlet. You can't quite make out what the circlet is, but you could make out what the dagger was.
Okay. Okay. Jesus Christ.
There's another god we gotta fight? How many gods we gotta fight? Who's this Jesus?
Boys, we need to find a weaponsmith to sell this to.
It's not worth it that much. It's a Jesus.
This right here says it's worth 500 to 5,000 gold pieces.
I will change it to equivalent
No.
value.
That's okay, I understand.
I don't know.
He
I
said
don't even know who would sell that to.
5 gold pieces.
That's still a shit ton.
Magical
Well,
item.
it is a magical item.
What kind of magic does it have?
Well, it is a dagger of venom. It is a +1 to attack and damage rolls when made with this weapon. You can use an action to cause thick black poison to coat the blade. Poison remains for 1 minute, or until an attack was made using the weapon hits a creature. Creature must save on a DC 15, or take 2d10 poison damage and become poisoned for 1 minute.
Jeez.
The dagger cannot be used this way until the next dawn.
Well, you know, we ought to maybe hold on to as many magical items as we can find. Lord knows what we're gonna have to do some researching, and by we I mean you, Herschel, to find out what or if anything can be used to hurt some of these gods we need to get rid of.
Well, if I'm being real honest, I have no use for a blade in my arsenal.
You may not, but I believe some of us do.
Well, I know
Zoro
that's-
loves blades.
who
Don't stab yourself with this one. That would be bad.
who would wield the dagger of venom and do it justice.
Well, I myself wouldn't mind having it, or I believe Doc or Zorro or Horatio or whatever persona he's going by right now would use it. Or even
Horatio.
Jonathan.
Horatio, that does sound nice. It
Oh no.
it could come in handy for me, because if someone gets too close, I don't really have a whole lot of damage doing in close combat. So it wouldn't be a bad backup item for me. But if someone else could use it more readily,
Well, that's that's what I was about to. We've been known to harbor items that sit in our belt loops and collect dust. And as a good friend of mine once said, if we, let me yes, if we ever get to level 5, my spells will be worth something.
But I'm
No,
pretty
I'm
good sneaking
trying to
about,
think about what our
doing assassinations. That's something I would specialize in.
Well, Sly, go for it. Why don't you take it? And if you don't feel like you're using it enough, maybe we can make a trade later. But I feel like you're a good fit for it right now.
Suppose I'd be good as candidate as any.
that's what that's all I needed to hear.
Sly, what class are you?
I think they call me a rogue.
Yeah, you should definitely have it.
Oh,
Okay, so. You guys have made it to Dogar. There is an Arabella ship in the harbor. And after talking around with some of the locals, you've found out that it's been there for quite some time, about a week or so. Nobody knows why it's been there or what it's waiting on or anything like that. So, from your deductions, you assume it is there for you guys.
Okay.
Does it look like it's manned?
Oh yeah, there's people on board.
How heavily manned, and is there important people on board?
No important people. No.
Okay.
Just like a
Few boys.
standard seafaring,
Crew.
airfaring.
It's a standard crew.
Standard adjusters ship.
Yes.
no familiar faces aboard.
No familiar faces.
Have we ever seen what an insurance adjuster looks like?
No.
Okay. So we wouldn't know if there was one on board.
No.
Okay.
I'm sure you could seek one out if you're looking for insurance, but I don't want to run anybody off from playing D&D.
Why are we seeking an insurance gesture?
Not necessarily seeking one, hoping to avoid one for the ship that inexplicably crashed.
Wasn't our fault.
Yes, well, we just have to make the insurance adjuster see it that way.
I don't know why they'd be in Dogar. Dogar wasn't on the original path.
So I think Dogar was the original destination.
No, not for the ship that we chartered. It was supposed to go straight to Vespanata.
Yep.
Thought we were going to.
No, we convinced them mid travel to
that's-
stop in Dogar.
Yeah, but that
But,
was not what the original paper said. It said we were going straight to Mespanata.
Yep.
Okay.
There'd be no reason why they would stop here to look for a missing ship.
And there's no way that Arabella knew we were going straight back to Mespanata because our plan originally was Unity, then Mockdown, and so there being a ship in this area waiting on us is, I think, fair.
No, I guess I was just being silly.
Sounds like ain't nobody know what's going on except for us, and even that's a little questionable.
I don't think I found the humor in that joke, Herschel. Though it's also a bad joke about your trying to be funny statement.
My apologies, Herschel. I'm a bit distracted doing the books.
Better you than I.
Well, let us head to the ship then.
Okay.
Let us.
Anything you guys want to do while you're in Dogar?
How big was Dogar?
Probably 10 to 15,000 people.
I'm okay.
Hey, what is like if I had one silver piece, is that enough to like I could like buy something, or is that
Yeah, you could buy something. Most
like in the
most like everyday goods go for like single bronze pieces or copper pieces, I guess.
oh wow.
So like anywhere between like 1 to like 20 copper. Like you can get a
Would like
loaf of
to-
bread for like 2 coppers. And a decent
it's-
meal for like 5 or 6.
Nice.
It's 100 coppers to a silver, ain't it?
Yeah.
And the 100 silvers to a gold.
Yep. So most like common folk, they don't really have silvers laying around.
Mhm.
They're just kind of day to day on their, 10 coppers a week type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey gentlemen, now that we're in some sort of civilized town, I think I might like to see if there might be some sort of shop, maybe the blacksmith, where I could get some specific items to maybe modify my guns a bit. Is that something I would be able to do, or are we do kind of have pressing time for urgent matters?
Well,
I would maybe suggest holding off on that.
Okay. For a bigger city that has more parts.
And for us to have more money so that we're not buying cheap parts here.
And also,
Well, I guess that's fair.
is that something Dovetail might be able to do?
Well, it's very possible.
Or yeah, I was
do
gonna say
own
we have our own blacksmith.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pick up some parts and let someone else probably do the work or do the work with them. I just found this silver piece and I have no idea how I got it, and I
Well, I
kind of
think
wanted to
you've-
spend it.
Probably had it since we started the game.
We all started, I think, with 2.
Oh, I didn't have any until this morning when I woke up here in Dogar.
Well, you
Lucky
probably,
you then.
Lucky day.
I do believe you might have swindled a piece or 2 of silver from the dwarf knights during our gambling.
Oh, it's my silver. That was my gambling.
Oh, I don't know. I've had this for like at least a couple weeks now. Onto the ships.
Doc, Doc, that was between you and I, and we won that fair and square between the dwarfs and Hugo. You don't know what you're talking about, or Coppertop rather.
That's
Yeah.
all right. I do control the purse strings of the finders, so
Yeah. I don't even know what silver, how much the silver is. So let's just keep moving to the ship.
I mean, if there's anything we need, we can, or if we just want to,
Yeah, I
A
mean,
decent
I'm not
night's
selfish
rest.
with my. Yeah, I ain't selfish with it. So I mean, I'll spend it for all of us if I need to. But yeah. All right. Never mind.
Okay. All right. So you make your way to the ship, and you notice that the sailors are mostly just kind of. There's a few on board, but not necessarily as many as you would expect to be on board. The captain is nowhere to be found from what you can see. It just looks like a minimal staffing of sailors on board.
Excuse me, sailor.
I
Has this ship been sent by Arabella by chance? May I ask what you're doing here?
Well, will you be waiting for some fellers?
Well, I believe it might be the fellows you were waiting for. Is your captain about?
He's out and about. He's probably find himself a whorehouse or something. I expect most of the other sailors be doing the same.
Well, I'd hate to interrupt a good time. Do you know what time he'll be back?
Sometime tomorrow morning, I suppose.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, looks like we either need to go wrestle us up a crew or leave without them, or
Or
stay
we're
the night.
Stay in the
captain?
night.
Yeah, we're not leaving without the captain.
Who
Or
did
we
you
could
say
just
you
find
were?
him and join him. What?
Who did you
Or
say
we
you
can-
were?
I
Friend?
didn't.
We were a group sent by Glint to go negotiate contracts for new warships. We were told we might be able to catch a ride back in Dogar if we could find a way back here.
I see. I do suppose you are the fellers we are waiting for then.
That is correct, and we do hold substantial contracts for warships that I believe Glint would want to get his hands on as soon as possible.
I see. Well, I'm not going to be the one to bring the boys back. If you want to take that, do that task yourself, you're more than welcome to, but I do believe that you will have some unhappy sailors aboard this ship. If you two were interrupt their time on land, as it were.
What if we joined him? You know, made it a better experience.
Now that is up to you, my friend.
I'm just, you know, seeking all options.
Well, it would be a good opportunity to see if this whiskey of ours we concocted, Doc, to see if it'd be welcomed by our patrons.
Well, General, it sounds like
Now,
we didn't arrive in Dogar till tomorrow morning.
now, if you were to be so kind to watch the ship here, I think me and my buddies could go find those sailors and might be able to bring them back a little bit quicker.
Nah, that's all right. You
Sure.
stay here and watch the ship, and we'll go find them ourselves.
They just want to go whoring.
Yeah, well, sounds like they got the bitch seat of the job. So
I'm gonna lean over and whisper to Herschel.
Huh? Not a chance.
Never mind then. Yeah, we'll go try and find him.
Yeah, that's a no-go, Captain.
what are you two jawing about over there?
I can only imagine.
What kind of whorehouse you're gonna find?
Just options, that's all.
Yeah, does
Just
anyone
options.
know how to pilot an airship? No?
No.
Is anybody paying attention the last time we were
I
on one?
do not believe so.
I mean, I can say I'm paying attention all I want. There's a reason they get paid to fly.
Last time you was around an engine, well, we won't talk about that.
If we don't bring it up.
No.
Well, fellers, I wish I could tell you where they were, but I have no idea.
Yeah, well,
How many whorehouses could they be in this town?
Dogar isn't exactly known for its whorehouses, so you probably have to do a little digging to find them.
Well, I'll go do some digging. Time to put on your rough waiter, boys. Water sounds just about right.
Do you know where the closest whorehouse is?
I have no idea.
I somehow doubt that.
I hope you're a better slaver than a tour guide.
I'm sure I could find it awful quick, though, if you were to watch the ship.
He'll never come back. He'll just go whoring himself.
Mm-mm. How's about 20 copper pieces? That help you jog your memory a bit?
No, not really.
20 copper pieces and a jug of this brand new spanking good tasting whiskey of mine. I've been working on the recipe for quite a while.
Now that tickles my fancy a little bit.
Yeah, so there you go. And if you're lucky, and if I'm feeling generous, we might send, who knows, maybe a whore or two we find on our nightly adventures this evening towards your way. Just need you to point us the right direction.
Well, so I've heard. If you go down to the 3 Cups and ask for Shirley, they will point you in the right direction.
See, now that's the kind of valuable advice that the world will reward you for. Copper Top, will you hand that good sir over 20 copper pieces, and here's this whiskey we've been making, as agreed upon.
Well, thank you kindly.
As agreed.
Time to go
Subtract
find
that
us a
from your
whorehouse.
inventory. Do you have any money in your inventory?
Mine?
Oh,
No.
you don't. Okay.
I do
But the
everything
party
in the
does.
balance sheet. I do everything in the balance sheet. So we're at 33 or 33 silver, 68 copper.
Okay.
My balance sheet is immaculate.
Tremendous.
Oh no. Is it the expenses? No. Wow.
Finder's balance sheet. So you're looking there. I've got wages up to current. We don't pay rent again until the first of the month.
Wow, Jonathan is still paid nothing. No commission.
Yeah. Look at his wages. It's room and board and safety. He has not negotiated any additional payment.
He hasn't.
Well, we haven't exactly got the newspaper business up and running yet.
For the whores.
I'm getting there.
Nice. Okay. It says immaculate. And I guess these are all expenses you can write off, sounds like.
I mean, technically they would be, yes,
Just
but I'm not going to
kidding.
get that detailed
I'm just kidding.
because I have a tax escrow for anything where we get paid money. And I set it on the balance sheet as a deduction, a 10% deduction.
I see that Treylith made it on the shit list.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Good.
Might as well put him at rank number 1.
Well, we have a special place for rank number 1.
Asas Walili?
Do you still think that Ardell has something to do with Unity?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm just curious. I didn't see that on his note page.
Oh, on the NPCs or his specific note?
No, I haven't updated his note in a while.
Alright, so you guys going to the
Yeah.
3 Cups?
Yep.
Okay.
How much whiskey did we produce on our travels?
Uh,
I just gave a
I was gonna say
bottle
the
away.
bottle that you just gave away was it.
yeah, probably about 2 bottles.
Good, at least we got one more.
Is it good whiskey? Is it something we could distribute?
Let's see. Let's have we'll have Doc and Sylvester roll again to see how good it is.
What are we
Listen.
rolling?
Percentile die.
What?
Oh, that would be interesting.
That would be interesting.
What percent of alcohol is it?
I guess we don't really have percentile die.
No, we do.
Yeah, you can just
Or
roll 2 d10s.
Yeah, roll 2 d10s.
You just got to determine which d10 is the 10 and which one's the one's place.
99%.
90. Ooh.
All right, now we take the average.
Which would actually be about 50%, which is
All right.
kind of what we want.
Okay. What ingredients did y'all use?
Oh,
We use a
Like,
little bit
what's
of,
your base?
There's sour mash.
we definitely probably I'd say a wheat, but a wheated bourbon. A
Okay.
little bit of sweet to it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. Pretty good.
I mean, I feel like doing if two of them are making it, I feel like percentile die and then taking the average
Yeah.
because it could be either really potent or just like water.
I mean, that's how they make it too. They just take it and they blend them together until they get the correct percentage, anyways.
Well, sounds like we got something to possibly take to market, though.
Absolutely, I'm not upset about this product.
Mm-mm. Seems like we got something to celebrate, and something we can finally put in that tavern of ours.
What do you call it?
Also, what's the chances our tavern is actually still functional since we left that scallywag in charge?
It's hard to say.
You said it was a bourbon whiskey?
Yep, wheated bourbon whiskey.
What are you calling it?
It's for our think tank. We'll need to ponder it over some drinks in the bar.
Self-indulgences.
I was gonna say I was gonna try and do bring it back to you stabbing yourself multiple
No,
times.
it's self-infliction.
for no reason.
Affliction.
Nope, that's a terrible T-shirt.
We'll have to brainstorm a name
Yep.
for it.
Think
Yep.
tank. We gotta put it in the think tank for a little bit.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. So you guys find your way to the Three Cups Tavern. Oh, these are fun. Huh. Okay. Make your way to the Three Cups Tavern. What would you like to do?
Well,
I
boys,
guess enter and find a corner to sit in.
I also like to enter and go speak to the barkeep. See if he'd like to do some sampling and spreading around the joy.
well, do we want to do that yet? We don't even have like enough of a product.
That's a good point. Maybe we find a. Yep. Best enjoy this to ourselves, I guess.
And it's like, we don't want to start trying to bring it to a city that's not our own, because then we're gonna have to like try and figure out how to bring it out here. Like we want to, reveal this at our own tavern.
This is why you're paid the big bucks.
I don't know if I'm paid anything, but thanks. The only reason why I have one silver piece is because I swindled my own friends.
Nope. Remember, we got that fair and square. No swindling.
I don't remember much. And
Be right back.
Perfect. I remember me winning that silver, so hand it over.
no, I don't remember that's not the truth. I don't remember a lot, but I remember that.
Okay.
Well, guess we could go find a nice little whore to come entertain us.
We could do that.
Nothing too crazy. Just do a little dancing on the table. Something to do while I wait for God to get back.
I have little to no interest in the pleasures of the flesh.
Well,
Alright,
I can see why you would be that way.
Austin, have you tried Woodford Reserve?
Yes,
It's pretty good.
quite nice.
No Balcones.
Oh,
Balcones is good.
Baby
my
blue.
brother could get a job at Balcones.
Wow.
They actually want him to come start working on their beer stuff when they start working on it. The people who started it are my other brothers, like best friends from college.
Wow.
So there's some fun stuff for you. We get Balcones randomly when David goes to Waco.
Is that whiskey?
Side note, that is
Yeah.
whiskey. It's really good
Balcones?
whiskey.
It's
Also
it's
pretty
really good whiskey
expensive.
actually.
Never tried it.
Quite nice.
Texas pot still bourbon. Yeah, that does sound nice.
They have like multiple different
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
types of whiskey.
Oh,
They have a lot.
Okay.
They have like a Scotch whiskey version, but I'm pretty sure it's more of like you make it the same way you make Scotch, but it's Texas whiskey.
Texas straight blue corn bourbon whiskey. Wow.
That sounds delicious.
Leather varnish, eggnog, custard, bitter chocolate, black tea, and molasses.
Yeah, so when you asked us what we put in our whiskey, it was that. We put a little leather and molasses and other random nuts we found on the side of the road.
The leather's from my bootstrap.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna have to get some of that. Sounds nice. Okay, so one of the barkeeps comes up to your table. Says, "Hi, what can I get y'all?"
The captain of the airship out there.
Who?
You got some sailors that strolled in, probably trying to throw some coin around to impress the ladies you got.
I think we had a few come through here, but they took off not too long ago.
Some bitch. Did they say where they was going?
No.
Well, boys, should we chase after him or stay here for a drink or two?
We don't even know where they went.
I'd
Sounds
say
we should
let's
here
stay for a drink.
Direction they went off, did you?
I couldn't say. They were pretty drunk when they left.
Well, I bet.
There any girls that they had in their company at the time before they left?
Not that I recall.
Well, you're just a fountain of information, ain't you? Tell you what, if you'll bring us a round in, and we'll get a couple rounds.
Sure. Just ale?
I'll take some whiskey myself.
Alright, sounds good. Round of whiskey. She goes back behind the bar, starts pouring some drinks, starts getting everything ready, brings them back over to you guys, and lays them down in the middle of the table. Alright, there you go.
Lime.
It'll be 14 coppers.
Copper Top, you seem to.
I will pay the lady.
Yeah, you got the purse strings.
That's just for drinks.
Yeah, 2 apiece.
We don't get a bulk discount or something.
2 coppers are cheap. It's pretty cheap.
I was gonna say that's. I'll take them prices.
This is like some cheap
Loaf
shit.
of bread.
This is like some cheap shit she got. Hey, Loki, please.
Well, gents, we seem to have lost our sailors, which means remind me to go give an ear beating to the sailor who told us to come here.
Do you
Wasn't wrong.
remember?
His friends were here.
Do you
Well-
remember what he told us to do when we got here?
Oh, that's right. Barkeep, could you come back here, please?
Yeah, sure.
What
What else would you like?
I was sitting here. Do you know anyone by the name of Shirley?
Oh, yeah. Yes, I do.
Perfect.
I think she's out in the barn.
Could you grab her and bring her over for us?
Oh, no, she's not one to leave the barn. You'll have to go back there and talk to her.
Is she cripple or?
You could say that.
Oh
Now I
man.
feel like an asshole.
This is a goat fucking whorehouse.
this.
This isn't a normal whorehouse. You leave.
It's really just not that bad, and it's just going straight in one ear and right out the other.
I wouldn't be surprised if you had a Mr. Hands around here either. Freaking weirdos.
Has the waitress left?
Yes.
Sly?
Yes, Herschel?
The nice waitress here is telling you that the whore's out in the barn, and if you would like to partake, that is where it happens. She's not a cripple. She's not coming in here to bring you out there. You are to go see her out there. If I need to explain it again, you're not going to want to hear it.
Nope. Nope. I think I get it. This is why I don't like going to whorehouses. So who's going to go see Shirley? I think I've already embarrassed myself plenty.
Well, I mean, to be honest, unless we want to get more distracted, which, I mean, I guess people can if they want to, Coppertop's probably the best person to go because he himself said he's got no real interest in that kind of thing, so it'd really move along the progress of what we need to get done. But if we aren't really in a rush, then by all means, someone's more than willing to go in there.
No interest in the pleasures of the flesh or fur.
What about the pleasures of the copper?
Oh, now you're speaking my language.
Wow.
I'll go back there. Let's go. Let's go talk to Shirley.
Okay.
Or we could just all go in together and real confuse her.
Or intimidate the shit out of her.
Does
Yeah,
anybody
works.
speak goat, just in case?
Oh my god.
No.
Fuck, where did I see that?
Just out of my own curiosity, I'm going to go see if I can do some eavesdropping.
How that network.
Okay, so you go up to the barn door, and you see, well, you don't see anything. You hear, well, the sounds of the whorehouse, I guess, very faintly through the barn door.
No! Spit in my mouth.
Nah.
Have you heard the turtle sex?
Oh gosh.
Kind of just like grinding of shells.
Oh, if you haven't seen it, you should.
This is definitely well worth it.
Are those goats? Are those goats in stalls?
Those look like armadillos.
They do look like armadillos. What kind of a fucking place is this? Everyone's just taking their turn. They are sheep. Those are sheep. This is a sheep fucking ring.
On shooting me?
You also hear men talking on the inside, just kind of whispers.
Waiting their turn. I'm guessing this is Shirley back in the corner.
I don't think we could talk to a goat named Shirley.
I'm like, this is so fucked up. What are the sounds I'm hearing specifically?
Play the video and you'll.
But there's a
No.
video?
Yeah, it's in the Enlil campaign.
I was in full screen. Oh. I don't want to go in anymore. Cannot possibly.
Copper Top, you kind of the best candidate we got, so,
Okay, I'm gonna step.
Nope. I'm sitting here over here by the corner. I'm gonna stay outside and let's eavesdrop.
I'm gonna step inside, despite what I'm hearing.
I'll stay here and guard watch for you. Don't worry.
Well, I'm gonna knock on the door, I guess, because the door's closed.
Okay, knock on the door. It opens just like a crack. You see a kind of dirty face open up the door. Says, "Alright, what do you want?"
I'm here to see Shirley.
Alright. Be 25 coppers.
I haven't even seen her yet.
Exactly.
This is a swindle. Well, I seem a little short here, but my friend's inside, and he should be able to cover me. Could you ask for the captain of the ship outside?
No, that's not how it works. 25 copper, you wait your turn.
See,
You see Shirley.
Okay. I will hand him 25 copper.
Hey, Copper Top, ask for the first timer special.
Do you have a first timer special?
Alright, we can do that. That'd be 40 coppers though.
Mm. Well,
She
good thing
treats you
I've
real nice.
definitely had copulations with Shirley before.
She'll treat you real nice though.
Mm. No, general admission is all I need.
Alright, you wait your turn then. 25 copper.
Shirley.
Are they goats?
Are you sure Herschel doesn't want to come in here and just go to town?
I feel like it's more natural, but maybe not.
Hearing these tortoise sex noises and like sprinting towards this barn.
I am nowhere near the bar. I would also like to ask everyone who's currently sitting at the table what we're doing and why we're here.
You know, Herschel, that's a good question. I think, honestly, I don't know what, like, you mean at this bar specifically, in Dogar, in general?
At this bar specifically, and why we didn't just find a place to hang out until morning to wait
Yeah,
for the crew to come back.
That's a great question.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was an existential question about why we were here.
I don't want to have those conversations yet.
Oh, okay.
Still a little shook up from the last time I thought about it. A little
Honestly,
in shock, I guess you could say.
I think some of us just had the impression that maybe if we go find the captain, we could get on our way. But
You
if I'm
think
going to
he's
be
gonna
honest,
take the ship out at night?
I doubt it, especially when he can get some. Well,
Yeah. Get his pecker wet.
yeah. So I don't know, but I mean,
I'm
we're
sure.
at a table and we got some whiskey, so you might as well just sit here and see what happens. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be entertaining.
All right, come on in. Have yourself a seat on the flour sacks.
I'm gonna look around. Does any of these people look like they'd be an officer on a ship?
Definitely not.
No silver or gold lining.
Nope. They do have sailor attire on, but they don't look officer material.
Okay, I'm gonna sit next to this guy in the very end on the barrel. Excuse me, are you assigned to the airship in port out there?
Yep.
You don't, by chance, know where your captain might be, do you?
Yes, I do. He's with Shirley right now.
Oh. How long has he been in there for?
Oh, about 45 minutes or so.
It's actually a pretty good value for 25
He got
copper.
the 20th time special this time.
Oh. And have you gentlemen had your return yet?
Oh, no. No. I'm third in line now, so it could be a little bit longer. But I'm prepared to wait for Shirley. She's
Well,
such a doll.
You might not make it in tonight. I'm gonna. Oh, probably a bad idea.
Are there any slits in the wall or creeks or anything I could sneak into or look into?
Yeah, absolutely.
Make some ghost noises.
Like particularly around where can I hear them doing dirty things back here?
You can look through.
Perfect. So yeah, I'll go ahead and find. I'm gonna look through and see what I can see going on between the between Shirley and the captain.
Okay. So you see the captain sitting on a barrel inside this stall, and Shirley just kind of sitting in the haystack next to him. And the captain's just kind of talking. Says, well, you see, my wife here says she wants another child, and I don't know if I want another child, and it really just stresses me out, just thinking about it. And, it's one of those things where I don't know if we can afford it, and it's so much responsibility, blah, 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 and he just keeps talking and talking while you're sitting here listening to him. Every now and then, Shirley makes a sex noise, and Captain just keeps talking.
Jesus, that's sad.
Am I still hearing turtle sex noises?
That's the sound that she's making every now and then. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna nudge the sailor next to me. Like, this is my first time. What can I expect in there?
Well, you can expect a good time, that's for sure.
I just want to make sure I'm prepared. What sort of good time?
Well, I don't know how it'll go for you. You have a little bit more different physiologicalness about yourself than I do. But obviously it's some good sex.
That's a phrase I don't really ever want to see other people say. It's good sex.
Some good sex.
Sounds like a man who doesn't know what he's talking about.
It's nice to have some familiar that's a little bit strange, if you know what I mean.
I do not know what you mean.
Well, you see, this is my 5th time, so it's a little bit familiar, but it's also strange at the same time, It's just been so long.
It has. Tell me, do you have a place you go back in Mespanada?
Oh, not particularly. That's where the wife and kids are.
Has your captain explained to you the importance of your mission here in Dogar?
Oh, not particularly. We're just here waiting for some fellas.
I happen to be one of those fellas, and we have some extremely urgent business to attend to back in Mespanada with Glint and Arabella. Do you think there's any way you could maybe get your captain's attention?
Oh, really? Who did you say you were, sir?
I am Coppertop of the Finders.
Oh, shit. Okay. Shit. Well, I don't particularly want to interrupt him, because he said on more than one occasion if we were to interrupt his dealings with Shirley, he would remove our man parts. And I don't particularly want that to happen to me. You've got me in quite the pickle here, Mr. Coppertop. And I'm still a little bit drunk, so my brain doesn't work too well. I don't really know what to do here.
That's fine. I will handle it myself. I'm gonna. If you could distract the doorkeep there, that would be sufficient.
I mean, if you say so. It wasn't my idea. Hey, Mr. Doorkeep here. Blah, 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 blah. He starts chatting up the doorkeep.
I'm gonna bang on the door.
What the fuck did I tell y'all? You leave me alone in here.
Captain, my name is Coppertop from the Finders Corporation, a subsidy of Arabella Corporation. I believe you were here for our transportation back to Mespanada.
He opens up the door and he's like pretending he's putting his belt back on. What the fuck did you say you were?
My name is Coppertop, and I am a representative from the Finders Corporation.
Oh,
And
shit,
I believe you are our transportation back to Mespanada.
Yes, that would be us. Just give me 2 more minutes. I'll be right back. I'll meet you in the bar.
Thank you. We'll walk back at.
Now, as you're leaving, you hear now what should I say to my wife about not wanting another kid? And you just slowly make your way back to the bar.
That captain is a sad, sad man. Coppertop, did you hear him talking about his wife and not wanting a kid and shit?
I did not. All I heard were some strange animal noises. I have no idea what was going on in there.
Yeah, she was definitely faking it. He was more chitty chatty Cathy than a damn schoolgirl.
Well, sometimes a man does need a person to vent to.
Yeah, it's not quite the sailor I like to keep my company with, but whatever. Did the captain say whether we could take our ship out or what the plan was?
I believe he is gathering his crew as we speak.
Hell yeah. I reckon we'd probably need to find a place to sleep for the night and get ready for the morning.
I believe we could probably sleep on the ship and head out tonight.
They're gonna take out tonight?
Well, we'll find out. He's on his way back out to the bar.
I don't know. I mean, do they allow drinking and boating?
I mean, I don't know if there's sky police. So. Are there sky police?
Also, I don't think our 21st century rule of you can only drink, you can't drink and drive, or there's an age limit. I don't know if any of that exists in this world.
Only applies to horse-drawn carts.
There you go.
I apologize, gentlemen. I had to take care of some business, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, Copper
Unfortunately, I
Top
do.
knows about 25 coppers worth.
I
What
do
you
not
mean?
know what you mean.
Well, I mean, you lost 25 copper trying to go get. Never mind.
I just do not know what business he speaks of. But I apologize for interrupting it. But we are in quite a hurry. We have some urgent orders from both Makdoum and up north that need to be input as soon as possible.
Well, let's see. I think we can make that happen.
And if it, I know your sailors might miss out on their opportunities, but if it'll help smooth things over, we can maybe buy a couple bottles of rum for the trip.
I think they would enjoy that tremendously.
Okay. When can we expect you back at the ship?
Well, just give us a couple hours, and I think we can make that happen. We got quite a few sailors out and about to round up, but I think I can expedite some of their treacheries.
Well, thank you, sir.
Treacheries and debaucheries.
Your crew sacrifices will be made known to Glint.
That is excellent. I'm sure he will open up his pockets to compensate for our losses.
Okay, I'm gonna head back to the bar and purchase 2 bottles of rum. Gotta
Best
be
make
cheaper
it
than-
4.
4 bottles of rum.
Okay, we'll call that, for the 4, we'll call it 15.
But I guess we ought to be heading back to the ship, huh?
Alright, that'd be a good solution to this here problem that we have, and I'll go round up my boys.
Well, good luck on your wife and kid. I mean, finding the crew. Bye.
Thank you. Okay. Y'all gonna head back to the ship?
That's where I'm heading.
Think
Start
good
working on my
idea.
next, start working on my next batch of whiskey and see if I can make any improvements.
Okay.
Maybe I'll be more beneficial this time. Maybe I'll be worse.
Yeah, just follow the same recipe, maybe tweak a thing or two.
Mm-hmm.
Could be worse, but I got faith in us, Doc.
Oh ho ho, and a bottle of rum. I like that.
Times 4.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys head back to the ship. Anything you'd like to do before you get on the ship itself?
Identified. Oh, let's see, we're in Dogar. The only other thing I can think of is maybe ask around about the Staff of the Divine, see if anybody has heard any other tall tales about it.
You wouldn't hear anything around here. No.
Okay.
Not in these seedy places.
Seedy places. I have no other business then.
Hey, Jake, you want to do anything?
I don't have anything to do, no. Thank you, dude.
Comments, concerns?
Not as of yet.
I would
Alrighty.
like to.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I would like to go back and give Shirley some tips on improving her fake sounds.
So, you make your way back to the ship, and all the sailors start to trickle in. And eventually, well into the night, the captain shows up with the last of the sailors. And he gets the ship up and going, and you make way for Messinapoda. Do you want to do anything on the journey?
I would like to possibly spend my time either working with Sylvester on whiskey or maybe talking with Herschel about things we could do to my weapons.
Okay, go ahead. I'll
Well-
go ahead and I'll make it the 24th, and then we will arrive at Messinapoda whenever y'all are done discussing.
Okay. Hey, Herschel, I kind of had some questions I thought I might try and run by you. Yeah, that's,
Yes. My apologies.
were you
What,
asleep inside your shell? Sorry, I didn't mean to wake you.
No, I just couldn't get those sounds I was hearing out of the barn out of my head.
I didn't know, I know you kind of helped me, earlier with kind of making making my pistol non-lethal, but I
Yes.
wanted to know if you had any ideas that maybe we could modify either my rifle or my pistol to do other things as well.
Let me ask you, what do you have in mind? What are you particularly looking for?
Well, that's not a whole lot that I can just necessarily come up with, but I just kind of wanted to brainstorm and think about what are some possibilities that we could do. I know you got a lot of fancy gadgets all riddled up in your arms.
Well, the tricky part is finding a way around the you see the tools that I use may only affect your item in one way at a time.
I guess
So,
that makes sense.
That repeating rifle you got might not be a repeating rifle anymore. Should I make it into something else?
Well, here's my question for you. I saw that little torch thing you have on your arm. Have you ever seen, I don't know if you've been in a lot of wars, but occasionally you'll see men with rifles, and on the end of their rifle, they've got like a dagger mounted. It's called
Yes.
a bayonet. You think it's possible we could make a torch bayonet that's like, you're not modifying the rifle, you're modifying something else or making like a torch that we can just mount onto the rifle?
Now, let me ask, is putting a light source at the end of your sight line really a good idea?
Oh, I'm not going to use it all the time, but I could maybe flip a switch, turn it on in close quarter combat, and have like a torch that I could burn people in the faces if I run out of ammo.
Well,
It's
what
really
if we
just
stuck a knife at the end of it?
yeah, but a torch is way cooler. I just didn't know if maybe it's something you could do. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. I'll just put a knife on the end of it. I'm just trying to get creative here.
Well, I mean, the torch is, I would say it's doable. I'm not sure.
We don't
Yeah.
even have to do that. I'm just trying to snowball, throw some ideas out here, get some
We could
brainstorming.
maybe give you some sort of arm gadget that has a knife if you'd rather it not be on your weapon.
That could be pretty cool too.
The
What about so I've got this mask.
yes.
Is there anything maybe we could do to modify the mask or increase my sight or make me see things that other people can't see? Is there anything like that a possibility?
Well, we could maybe go for some night vision or a water breathing mask if that's what you're looking for.
I will say I can already see in the dark pretty well, but that water breathing, that could be pretty handy.
Well, that is something that I would have to ponder and think about for a mask shaped the particular way that yours is. I'm sure it could be done, but would need some.
Modify it a bit on the internal part, but
Yeah, we just need some time and some careful study.
well, I'll try and do some thinking about some other ideas, and if you wouldn't mind thinking about this crazy mask idea, maybe some point in the near future when we get back home, we could modify something up.
Well, I think we could do that.
Alright, well, Herschel, I appreciate it. I'm gonna go back and help Sly with his whiskey. I guess our whiskey, really, but I don't remember starting up the whole whiskey doing business, but I'm pretty excited that I'm a part of it.
Doc, something's bubbling. Come over here.
Oh, gosh. I run to help Sylvester. Maybe we need to name our whiskey something to do with in the air or in the wild, because I don't think we've actually distilled it or made it in a normal location once.
No, that might be part of the secret, though.
That might be. The
Yeah,
Traveler's Tonic. Maybe that's what it is.
we need to get the boys together and name this beauty.
Yeah, we do need to get some people to help us come up with a name. All I have is Self-Infliction and Traveler's Tonic.
And stab yourself. That was my own contribution.
I like that. That might be the best one yet, though. Hey, go pick up a bottle of Stab Yourself. Kind of sounds like an insult, too.
I like that one.
Like, was that a backhanded comment, or like you being honest?
That's good for some of the bottle of the finest whiskey. You know, old stab yourself. Oh,
Funny.
shit.
Man, it didn't sound funny in my head, but when it came out, it really sold me. Well, I think we found our name. It can be a working title, but I think it works pretty
Yeah.
well.
Stab yourself.
Yeah. You gotta try Barrel 95, Batch 85 of Stab Yourself.
Okay.
Man, I'm pretty excited about that. I'll do some work on the on the bottle art.
Yeah. Just a picture of me just shaking my head while you're stabbing yourself with what's his face in the background yelling at us.
Yeah, it'll be a very creative piece of art. Hey, does Jonathan like whiskey? Has he tried any of Stab Yourself?
I don't
Never
think-
touched the stuff.
Hey, Jonathan, you wanna try and stab yourself?
I think I could stab myself on my own, thank you.
No. Here, try this. It's. Come on, try some stab yourself.
But isn't it brown liquor?
Oh, it's dirty water that helps your soul.
Lord Jesus told us to stay away from the brown liquor or you lock yourself in a place in Montana and do weird shit.
Jonathan, the last time we listened to any gods, we ended up on a strange island 18,000 years in the past and they tried to kill us with dinosaurs. Just drink the damn shit.
Jonathan reaches forward and chugs a glass.
I think your logic got him.
I thought I had some good points there.
Mighty persuasive.
Okay, this is a real question, Jonathan. Did it feel pretty smooth going down? Did it burn? Could you taste anything, or was there too much burn?
Honestly, it consumed the burn that was inside of me.
I think that's exactly what was supposed to happen.
That's a marketing slogan we can get behind.
It consumes the burn that was already inside of you. Stab yourself. It fixes your inner issues. It quenches the inner burn. Stab yourself. I'm gonna do some work on Photoshop.
Oh, God.
Well, probably shouldn't Google stab yourself. Find some nice
God.
images.
Probably not. Might have to do a few focus groups on that one.
Yep. I think I'm satisfied with my my ship adventures.
Yeah, same. Kylan, Coppertop,
I simply sat in a corner.
just observing the
Y'all are
chaos. that
crazy.
ensued.
That's it.
I want another glass of whiskey.
Here's some stab yourself, buddy. Don't go Don't actually stab yourself though.
All right. So, you guys land in Messinapada.
Methnapada. I don't know why I have to do that every time.
What
it's
would
chosen
you
right
like
here.
to do?
Herschel,
He-
what were
Yes.
what were the exact instructions you received from your god about protecting Kylan?
Oh, well, if you must know, it was to protect her at all cost.
You don't have to keep an eye on her the whole time, do you?
I do believe that if I was not keeping an eye on her, I would not be doing my best to protect her.
Well, I only say this because she proved herself quite an information gatherer in Kishar. And I feel that a girl such as herself, a curious young girl, probably wouldn't do too well if we tried to just keep her in the foundry. So if we give her a task, maybe to gather some information, that might keep her distracted.
I would remind you that she has been useful in fights as well,
That is correct.
and that we have a another fine young gentleman who is just as adept in collecting information as well as spreading information that we have not been able to use to our full potential.
Hmm.
I think he's also got a little bit more confidence, though he may not realize it.
More or less, I was just trying to
Now,
maybe have
I
someone.
well, I don't see any reason why they couldn't work together or maybe tag team, but it would be my suggestion that we leave that decision up to Jonathan himself, as the information gathering can be done in the wee hours of the night when the rest of us are resting.
Well, I was mostly just going to have her follow Aridel around and maybe see if she can piece together some of his contacts.
Yeah, that does not seem like the best place to be putting her. Just as an uneasy thought comes to my mind with having her follow somebody who quite literally said, "I have friends in higher places, and you don't scare me."
Since you are the only person who've received quote unquote divine guidance on this matter, I'll defer to you.
I was told to protect her, and letting her out of my sight would not be following that direction very well.
Okay.
But I do appreciate you bringing this to my attention, and I appreciate your thoughtful suggestions. I just personally feel that whatever Asalui has in store, it would be better suited should she stay with us and under our wings, if you will, than out on her own doing things that we've asked her to do.
Well, if she had a nice little someone to watch her while she's out doing things.
Well, that would be fine. I think that's what I'm getting at though, was that we can't just let her scamper off on her own. We would need to have a careful eye on her.
Well, I'm pretty good at waiting in the distance and keeping close eyes from far away where no one knows where I'm at.
Yes, well, I just, I feel like it could be a problem should someone with your exact skills find her and disappear with her before you have a chance to close the distance. it is you know, I don't wanna put my foot down on a subject like this, but I do think it is best should she just stay with the group.
Herschel, she's been your more so your I don't know what you call it,
Ward.
charge. So I'll let you make the final decision on that one.
Would prefer that we keep her close by
And that is what
For,
we shall do.
any unfortunate circumstance arise.
All right.
Alrighty.
Okay.
What would you like to do at this time?
Beeline to turn in contracts.
What time of day is it?
It is like the middle of the night.
Hmm.
Basically traveled 2 days. Through the night, through the day, through the night, through the day, and then arrived at night.
So we should probably head over to the to the to the smithery and give Dovetail a piling heap of shit for fun, and then pass out.
Or the tavern.
Or the tavern.
The tavern might be more popping at this point.
We could go see what's going on there and maybe introduce Stab Yourself.
And see if the caretakers burnt the place to the ground to collect the insurance or not.
I
Yeah,
don't think we
I
had
need to-
insurance on it.
Oh, we have insurance.
That's good.
Yeah, I need to find out how much income was generated at the tavern and the foundry.
Okay. Alright, so you guys make your way over to the tavern. Drunken Kraken.
Drunken
Yo,
Kraken
Drunken
presents
Kraken.
Stab Yourself. Got a ring to it.
It does have a ring to it.
Hope you enjoy the new map.
This shit is litty. There's so many peoples.
Oh my god.
So you guys walk inside, and there is a lot of people inside your saloon. You do see your boy Artemal behind the bar, along with another barkeep, tending drinks, as well as a third barkeep, walking around between the tables, serving drinks to people, so on and so forth.
Looks like it's doing very well.
Sweet Sarah, Mary and Joseph. Artemal, I didn't really expect it to do this well, if I'm being quite frank.
I'm gonna walk over to the bar. The general atmosphere, do people look like they're enjoying themselves?
Sorry, say that again?
General atmosphere, people look like they're enjoying themselves.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We have a nice outdoor area with a fire pit. I like this.
Wow, I mean, how did I just know that's what Artemal looked like?
Right?
I pulled that from the Curse of Strahd campaign.
I don't
It
know.
was Strahd.
PTSD.
I think it was the circus owner guy.
Yes, well, that also makes sense.
Nice setup. He's got himself like a king size bed back there.
Well, it was a primary residence.
Floor length mirror. Man.
Oi, Copper Top. It's good to see you, friend.
Good evening, Artemal. Seems the tavern is doing quite well.
We've done exceptionally well.
So you've been able to hire a couple barkeeps to help you tend bar.
Yes, we have also acquired the shop next door. Busted down the walls and had a few renovations done to expand. As you can see, we've had quite the turnout of people.
How
I
long
do
were
you-
we
That was a
gone?
freaking fantastic idea.
like a month.
Damn.
Well, I feel you might have been an excellent person to manage this bar. Could you tell me what we've taken in this past month?
Yes, if you would come back here with me. Chrissy, could you take care of the rest of these patrons for me, please? Yes, thank you, thank you. Sure.
You trying to decide how much money we made?
No. Okay, so he hired Chrissy and Mary.
Chrissy, the one behind the bar.
Okay, if you follow just me back here, we can go through the books real quick. Okay, he brings you to the back room where the bed's at.
Ooh.
Like I'm about to get seduced by these numbers.
Sit down right here. Take a load off, Copper Top.
So currently we're averaging about 25 silver pieces a week. However, with the recent expansion of the building, that runs us roughly 15 or so silver pieces a month just for mortgage payments.
Jesus.
Okay. Now, what was the
So that's about 65 copper or silver pieces throughout the month of profit, minus the 20% that we agreed upon. Leaves you with 42 silver pieces a month to play with in profits currently. However, we have to deduct the purchases of alcohol payments, which is quite significant considering the amount of patrons that we have, which roughly puts us about another 15 silver pieces over the month, leaving you with 27 silver pieces a month in pure profit.
did we not settle on 20% of net profits?
Yes, I believe. Maybe.
So-
Let me go
all,
back.
all deductions would come out of gross prior to. I have it annotated in my logbook on employee wages.
Yes, of course. My deductions were incorrect.
Likely story.
I like what you did with the place, though.
So let us go back. Oh, wait. Okay, so Artemal is making roughly 13 silver pieces over the course of the month.
He is doing exceptionally well.
How much was he making originally as a dockhand?
And you guys are making about 52.
52?
I mean,
Over
we
the
can't
course of the
complain
month.
about him making a decent amount because he's literally doing all the work.
He's
Yeah,
doing
let's say
a
we
great job.
Yeah, he's
This guy is 100% worth it.
fantastic. Who died or joined?
52 SP?
Well, hold up. I did not subtract the employees' wages.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay, we'll call it 50. 50 for you guys.
Okay.
It's a nice round number.
Per month?
Yes.
That's nuts.
This is an excellent investment.
I feel terrible now for thinking he was a dickhead. Although he's kind of a dickhead. Sorry, now this we gotta do some counting real quick.
We've had to make quite investments in the alcohol, however. We've had quite a few patrons come through and request a little bit higher end of things. And once we acquired them, they tended to come back more often, so I took the liberties of purchasing a little bit higher end of things.
He's gonna be excited about our homebrew.
Yes.
However-
Did you bring a sample of that by chance?
Yeah, I got the bottle. We never drank it.
Have him try it out and see what he thinks.
Gracie, I'm one of the owners of this here tavern. Distribute this and give some samples out. We're trying to sell this new stuff, and it's one of our own.
Excellent. Shall we go back to the bar to try this new
I
whiskey?
do believe. Sounds grand. Artemal, you've done a phenomenal job managing this tavern for us. I thank you.
Yes, thank you. You've filled my pockets quite well.
Likewise, you blew the doors off our expectations.
Now, granted, our expectations were pretty slim, but
So
I
he
mean, that
cracks the
would've
whiskey
been the-
bottle, opens it up, pours himself and everybody in a finger of whiskey on the bar. And the reception is actually really good. People seem to like it and want more of it.
yeah.
Seems our travels have paid off with my knowledge of whiskey.
Think you could maybe make that little outside courtyard a distillery?
I think that is possible. Now, where did you source the materials to make this whiskey?
Oh, good lord. We may never be able to redo this again.
We'll figure it out. I do know the secret ingredient is leather bootstrap.
Where did
To get at that smoky flavor.
where did your ingredients come from?
Well,
In the middle. I mean,
Doc and I was just kind of whatever we can get our hands on.
we were really in a lot of different places all at the same time.
Well, are they from in and around Makdoum? 18,000.
Yeah, I mean, they were in between our travels from whenever we were at that pyramid, and then between the pyramid and Dogart. I mean, I think
I've got the recipe. I just, I mean, I'll. It's not like I've been foraging through the forest of Makdoum either, so, or Mesoponata. So I figure we give the list over, and if y'all figure out how to best source it, we call it good. I did the making, you did the figuring out of the numbers. You're good at that.
Well, I think if anybody can figure out how to source things, it would be an ex-dock worker. I assume almost everything comes to that dock.
I mean, I can try my best, but this won't be cutting into my profits, will it?
Absolutely not.
Same deal. If anything, you make more profit, more money for everyone if we're sourcing it from ourselves. We don't have to buy no middleman or wholesaler or nothing.
I see. Well, I'll see if I can put something together and let you guys know. I figure you will be doing the signing off of things.
Well, I mean,
I don't want to get into
you've been
some trading
been doing the signing
relationship
off
that we
on stuff.
shouldn't be in.
Guys, if you want, I think he's been making good decisions so far. Just let him keep making tavern decisions.
Yeah.
They made a decision to buy another store and knock out its walls.
Paying a mortgage payment.
Yeah. I mean, if he made those decisions by themselves, I don't really know why he would need to go through us anymore.
Correct. Artemal, do what you can, and we'll check back to you the next time we're in town.
I see. Well, thank you,
Just
gentlemen. We got some more drinks if you guys are interested.
Yep. And we definitely expect a drink for free at our bar.
Absolutely. I mean, it's on the house. You guys own the house.
That's what I would figure, but I've seen some weird shit. You ever seen men fucking a goat barn?
I don't believe I have.
It was weird.
Jake, you got anything?
No. What's going? I'm not feeling very well. I might have to get off here pretty soon.
Okay.
Oh.
Rico, you
Sorry,
got
bud.
anything? No.
Rico's been gone for a while.
Oh,
Just
has he? Okay.
His computer died.
yeah, his computer died at 8.
Oh shit. All right. Yeah, he might. Damn, I didn't even notice.
His computer died?
Yeah,
That's what it
like
said.
8:15 ish.
Oh
Like
shit.
a
Okay.
while ago.
He's
Kind of
just
at the
so
beginning.
quiet normally.
Must
So
have been critical.
This is true.
Alrighty. Well, what next, guys?
Well, we need to go talk to Glint and deliver our orders.
I need to talk to Glint and find out how the blacksmith did as well.
Okay. So you're heading back to the blacksmith to sleep?
Yep.
Okay.
Also, we need fucking Dovetail to take some lessons from Arantal. This guy's useful.
We're 17 silver away from our first gold piece.
We're about to have a hell of a lot of gold pieces.
True.
In fact, we should probably do some planning as to what the hell we want to do once we get our gold.
So we have the promissory notes, right?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to go get the gold first, then take our percentage out and give them the net amount. Because I kind of don't trust them.
I would agree, but that does, I don't know. You don't think they would take that in a disrespectful way?
No, probably not.
It is also in writing, but
True.
just as
Well, yeah, we could do that.
Those notes do say paid to Arbella Corporation.
yeah.
God damn it.
So we'd have to give them anyway. But we already know the amount we should be paid, so long as they pay whatever we know we should be owed, should be good. If not, raise hell. By raise hell, I mean slit some throats.
That's acceptable to me. Let's go talk to old Dovetail real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hey guys, I think I'm gonna get off. I've been running back and forth between the bathroom. I think I have some sort of stomach issue. Not feeling very well.
Well,
So,
good luck, buddy.
you guys
Yeah.
just catch me
You'll
another
report soon.
story.
Good. Good luck.
Good luck indeed.
Okay, I'll be right back.
But how will we know what Dovetail said?
I'm gonna tell him that I'm gonna say that he did phenomenally well. He hired 13 apprentices, and we are pulling in 2 gold per month.
Yeah.
And he expanded into that warehouse behind us. We own the warehouse now.
I wish it was this easy to own an empire. We'll just go on more adventures and come back. Oh, look, things are magically doing well.
Hey, that's what it's supposed to be.
No, in reality, we come back and you're in debt and you probably have to file for bankruptcy in 6 months because you can't make the payments.
Oh, you make smart business decisions. Hire good managers.
And then a pandemic hits your industry and you can't really survive because all the supplies gone and the up cost is really high and no customers are coming in.
Wow. Sounds scary.
That's why you get in a couple businesses like liquor. Liquor never does bad in any end time. Land and drugs.
Liquor, land, and drugs. There you go.
The M's recession proof.
Who's that doctor we left the troll with? Cave troll. Reginald Dewar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Neon Fabrications History.
Old Reggie.
Oh, Reggie.
You think Reggie may know something about the gods and how to kill them?
I knows a couple things.
It also might be fun just to go see how he's doing if our troll's still alive.
Well, I just want to know if he's come up with a way to neutralize the troll's necrotic aura.
And make diamonds?
Obviously, it make diamonds. We need those diamonds.
I could use a diamond dagger. And diamond arrows.
So... Would you like to spend the rest of the night here?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm guessing Glint is asleep or back home, or is he boinking what's her name in the common area?
They are not currently here.
Oh, yes, crashing.
Wait, did you say Glint isn't, like, around?
It's really late at night. It's not too surprising.
Well, I meant, like, I didn't know if he meant, like, he's not even within town.
I think he was just saying he wasn't at the foundry.
Well, that would make sense. Oh. Way up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna not crash. I'm gonna sit on the floor and stare at the door.
Plug yourself in. I'm hitting the hay, gents. I ain't slept in my own bed in God knows how long.
A month.
It's been a minute.
18,000 years enough to be technical.
trip really did some damage to my mental status.
Psyche.
Well, if
I
anyone's
gotta-
psyche's compromised, we sure as hell know it's Herschel's.
Figure out who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Question myself enough as it is.
You do still have your lightning bolt pattern on your leg.
I do.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate.
Well,
Kinda wish it didn't transfer over.
if you ever have any, if you ever have enough money, you could always have old Smallfoot tattoo something for you.
Well, that'd be pretty crazy.
Except it'd take pretty much your whole fortune to get it on there.
Oh. Well,
Actually, I don't even know if your whole fortune would cover it. It might take a couple of ours.
Yeah, what do we determine the adjusted cost of that tattoo was? Was it 100 or 10 gold?
It should be about 10.
Okay.
So I
then-
could afford a couple then.
How much was the tattoo originally?
I think it was 100.
Yeah.
100 gold.
I think
Mm.
I think the original pricing was 1,000 from but you I think do like a 1/100th scale,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so it should
That's
be
what I wanted to make sure, because
yeah, it should be 10 gold.
yeah. Okay.
That ain't bad.
Well, how important is it for everyone to be here for us to turn these ship contracts in?
I mean, not super important. I mean, we can stop if you want, though. It's up to y'all.
I personally would be kind of for a quick little, stoppage for the week.
I'm just thinking that, it would be like us turning the contracts in and getting, I'm assuming, some sort of new task.
Yeah. Yeah. You will get level 4 after turning this in.
Only
My
one more level to.
God.
Old Jonathan wants his things.
What
That
we
makes
need
me
for Toby
almost
stick?
What do I even get for that?
want to say that we probably should turn it in tonight,
just that way next time we can start off it.
so that we can already have all of our stuff done for level 4 for next time.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
I could
Unless
do
we
either
just
way.
spend like the first hour next week making our characters level 4.
Mm-hmm.
Does it really? Why would it take that long?
Because it takes us that long to do anything. The only thing that any of you should get is ability points or a feat.
Yeah, I have only get ability score improvement.
Well, you can take a feat instead of that, is what I was.
Yeah.
But
Instead. Yep.
Ah.
I just was going back to the.
I usually just follow what the thing tells me. Well, whichever.
All I care about is how much my foundry made.
Yeah.
Good thing to worry about.
I just need to know if it made 17 silver.
Just have to find that out when your boy comes back. So, do you want to turn it in?
I'll leave it to the group.
Yeah, it makes no difference to me. I can. It probably wouldn't take more than 15 minutes.
Either way, I mean, we've gone till 11 before, so this is actually not the longest before.
I know Alex is just dying to level up his character.
Oh yes.
Yep.
So let's just
Absolutely.
go turn it in.
Feats and ability scores.
No,
really
we don't.
gone.
You don't have to. Don't have to turn it in. We can wait. It's not a big deal.
We wait.
Maybe we just give everybody the idea that we'll be
Oh, whoops.
leveling up next week. So
Yeah, well, I mean, like, so I mean, yes, normally it does take us an hour to do most things, but I mean, considering it shouldn't be getting much from a level 4.
It should not take much. That is correct.
Shit.
yeah, well, that's
Yet it will. It will take an hour.
just that's.
I don't think it'll take that long.
I hope it doesn't take that long.
Well, also not to mention, most everyone's here, minus 2 people, or 3, I guess. Oh shit, that's basically half the party.
I did put a vote in the chat.
I voted.
Vote in the chat.
In the Fantasy Grounds chat.
You hit the little circles. All right.
Alright, there it is. Turn it in.
Okay.
Alrighty. So you guys spend the night at the foundry. And wake up the next morning and head to Arbella. And let them know that you want to talk to Glint. Okay. Okay. You were ushered in. Oh god. Ushered into the waiting area, and you are in the sitting down on the benches waiting for Glint to see you.
Can't wait to get my gold. Should we have Kylan with us?
She can stay
Did
back.
she?
Dalron?
Said he couldn't leave her sight.
I mean, again, it's just we're just not. He just doesn't need to be not with us.
Okay.
All right.
She will
Well,
stay then.
at least you get some fresh air.
I guess we can remove Hugo.
It's weird that he's on there twice.
I was wondering about that. Hey, our benches are balanced now.
However, I would say that any time that
Oh, yeah.
we leave the house, we've
shit.
disguised her.
God damn it.
And lock the door.
We're gonna lock people in the house.
Just lock the door like a regular person.
What's a shop?
Yeah, I was like, we're just locking people out of the shop now.
Oh, well, I mean, I really should stop drinking my own supply.
Head don't see so straight.
Eyes don't see so straight. Brain kind of works okay. That fountain looks like a portal to hell.
Okay, so after a couple of minutes, Glint comes out to see you. Gentlemen, please, come in.
Oh
And-
boy, Glint, do we have some good news for you?
Ushers you into the office.
Uh huh.
Ooh,
So,
fresh.
gentlemen, please tell me you have some good news.
Best news, truly.
Give him the numbers.
I believe we were able to succeed in quite a reasonable fashion. And everyone seemed to be very cordial.
I
We
think
blew
we
the
just,
hinges off your damn goals, son.
need to hand them both of the writs.
Read them and wait.
So, 55 ships, huh?
Yep.
Pretty
It's
good,
correct.
huh?
30 of which at the higher price point of 1,500 gold.
So that brings the total to 65,000 gold pieces. Yes?
Sounds about right. Think copper top?
I
Yes,
ain't the
that's
mapping
that's
store.
correct. That is correct.
Sometimes I drink my own urine. So
Don't
I
do
can
that.
taste.
That's terrible. Were you out there fucking with the ghost with Shirley?
Yeah, I was out there in Blanchard.
Not in Dogar?
No.
Glint walks over to the table and grabs a bottle and a couple glasses and brings it over to you. Passes around the glasses, pours himself a drink, and hands the bottle to Sylvester. If you would, please, Sylvester, pass it around.
Sure.
So that would bring your total to... He kind of pauses and looks up. Kind of raises his eyes as he's thinking. 432.9 gold pieces, if I have that correct, yes? At 0.666%?
Yeah.
I see. Now, did I ever tell you, gentlemen, who you remind me of?
No.
The fat
Didn't-
people or the rich people you're about to make rich?
Well, let's see, what? You very strikingly resemble Elias Arabella, the head of the original founder of the Arabella Corporation.
Oh.
You see, several hundred years ago, Elias was a renowned, well, I guess you could say finder himself. You see, he would travel all across the land, searching for various treasures and artifacts, such as you do. He is very driven in this aspect. Well, one day, north of Mockdoom, he stumbled upon an artifact that would change life as we know it forever. He found an item that could alter gravity itself off the shores of the sea, the Gameti Ocean. And this artifact, strange as it was at the time, he brought it back here and sought out several engineers who eventually came up with the idea to change it and alter its gravitational fields to allow ships to fly. And of course, this made him huge sums of money once he perfected crafting these ships and selling them. Now, that led him to, where we are now, to one of the largest corporations in Messinapoda. And I thought that you gentlemen, the Finders, were extremely similar to Elias. I thought you would be a perfect fit for our corporation.
Sounds like you're about to say, but
However, there is a large difference
Fancy pants.
in you and Elias. You see, Elias had a exceptional ear for details.
Some of us do.
And unfortunately, I do not believe you have that same ear. Now, do you know what I am talking about?
Not a clue. This is
Hey.
really good whiskey, by the way.
Do we still have that contract?
You have all the paperwork.
All I saw was the deal note in there, which was 2.5% party countered. Oh. Well, according to this deal, we would only get it for the. I mean, you could say we would only get it if it was a total of 25 combined ships sold between the two.
25 ships. No
And since
more,
we-
no less. 25 was the
Mother-
deal. 25 was the contract that we agreed upon. And you come back to me and you bring me 55 ships that you have sold.
This is giving me Willy Wonka vibes.
That is very Willy Wonky.
I would like to counter this entire argument with asking for a contract to be, I guess, trying to think about what the right word would be. It's not provided, but because what you're reading in that note is not what we wrote down on the contract.
Well, does anybody have a copy of what was written down on the contract?
Because
I have a copy of the contract.
the whole point of the deal for us to get more of a percentage was for us to have a minimum number of ships to sell. And that
Yeah.
minimum had to be 25. And it could be combined between Unity and Mockdoon.
25 ships.
According
It
to
was
this
a
wording.
minimum of 25 ships for us to get the 6.66%.
No, you said
And we said that we would not take any percent of the sale if we did not sell 25.
you said you could sell 25 ships.
I said that we could sell at least 25 ships, and if we do that, you are to give us 666% of the sale.
666.
See, I wasn't even here for this debate, the contract negotiation. I have literally no idea what was said. All I know
25
is I
ships.
copied. Someone put that note, and I copied it into my note.
That is what you
And-
said. So
We
not
said
only-
at least 25 ships.
Not only do I have to deal with this stupid vote that passed to where I can't sell ships to people at war, now I have to deal with you all.
Well, why are you holding us responsible for a vote that didn't exist between the last time we talked and now? That seems like your problem,
Hold on,
not our
Ryan.
problem.
I got this. Not only did you steal the everlasting gobstopper. Alright, go ahead.
God damn it.
Glenn, do you mind if we have an aside? Just a moment.
Sure. Please, step out.
Let's step outside, guys.
I would like to step all the way out and ask that Ryan goes to a different room for a second.
Deal.
Nope, not doing that.
Oh. We can move.
So the vote passed, which means he doesn't get to sell any of these ships if we tell people that Mock Doom has already crossed the river into 100 Nations territory. Because in my opinion, that means they're at war.
Well,
So
we ain't told no one that yet.
we haven't told anybody that, and we would be glad to refrain from telling anybody, so long as he modifies our contract.
No, there's no modification needed, and I will fight that until my character is dead.
You can fight it all you want, but according to the DM,
Okay.
what is in the contract is what is in the note. And the note does not have anything about a minimum. It says for 25 combined ships sold between Unity and Mach 2.
Well, that's fine. We'll take 25 ships at the 1,500 price.
But we sold more than 25 ships.
That's fine. We're
means,
getting
according to them,
0.66%. No, because
broke
we're still
the
getting
contract.
0.66% for 25 combined ships.
Which we break even.
Which
or
means we just don't get any percent on the other 30 ships that we sold. Would be how that phrasing would go out in a court of law.
Maybe you'll
And I will fight you on that.
Can we you think
I-
threatening his life might help a little bit? Just
No,
no,
not.
no.
But threatening his sale, I think, would hit them in the pocketbook. If we go make a report that Mach Doom and Unity, Kishar is already at war, this sale doesn't go through. If
Why
we
wouldn't it
withhold
go
our
through?
report, then he can go ahead and complete the sale. That's the only thing I can say. I mean, we could fight him for just the 25 ships, but I'd rather get compensation for the entire.
Yet, however, that's assuming that no one has told them that they are going to war with the North.
Well, no one has, because he didn't say we can't fulfill this contract. He said now he's got to worry about building 55 ships.
We don't know what he said about the contract because the only comment that he's made about it is said, I have to worry about this stupid vote that passed.
Well, this wouldn't bother him because he wouldn't be able to sell these ships if they already knew about them going to war.
It would bother him because there's an order of 55 warships that people are expecting that they're not going to be getting now. Which is a very big problem.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't think they know about it yet. I mean, like they were just crossing over the river. I doubt they know
Several
about it
days
yet.
ago.
Yeah, 2 days ago. But that was
Ah.
in Mach Doom. I mean, I doubt Mespanada knows about it yet.
The only reason that I'm saying that is because Augustus and Artemis were involved with the troops of Mokdun.
They were.
And I don't think it was just 2 days ago that we learned that they had crossed the river.
That was like 2 weeks ago because it was above Mach Doom.
Yeah. So for at least 2 weeks they've been across the river.
Mm.
Would news spread that quickly?
That's
That's a long distance to travel.
It is, especially
I
if
mean-
you don't have access to airships.
But we traveled it.
But we had access to airships for the last significant portion of the journey.
Yes. However, I am wondering how Vote 2 passed with basically it being split down the middle and there being 4 undecided votes. Especially since one of the people at war would be against wartime bans.
You'd think.
Mm.
But I'm also just not settling for the fact that it says for 25 combined ships, because the whole point of our counteroffer to get more percent was to say, I bet we can sell at least 25 ships.
That probably was the whole point. It just wasn't.
It was not translated on my part into the ship contract note, but that was not the contract. That was the contract note so that we knew what we were looking at.
I do know if someone presented this contract like this in real life, I'd probably just strangle them.
I mean, we can hire a lawyer to debate this, but I believe contractually we overcommitted. We did not bring back an order for 25 combined ships.
We did bring back an order for 25 combined ships.
We brought back an order for 25, but we brought back total orders for 55 ships.
Well, then we just turn in one of the orders.
The one
Okay.
from Unity?
That means Unity's the only person who gets ships.
Yeah, so what happened was Glint offered 0.25% of sales on the 800 gold pieces per warships for Unity. Just
For Unity,
right?
yep.
And then you countered with 25 ships at 0.666. Which Glint was not expecting. He was expecting like 10 ships or so. And he countered with 25.
But again, to me, that's the reason why we went up. Was I said we can sell at least 25 ships, and the deal that we made was that we'll take 0.66% of the sales, assuming that we sell at least 25 ships. And the deal is that if we didn't sell 25 ships, we would not take any percent of the sales.
I don't know.
I'm just recording sessions from now on.
Well, there's a key part of this that y'all haven't heard yet.
I
But
would love to hear it.
Yeah, it's how they're going to hook us into the next bullshit task.
Or how they're going to do us out of all the money.
If we do sell all the money, I go back with the stabbing with my newfound knife idea. Cause fuck that.
Okay, so I mean, how do I want to go back in there and handle this?
I just want to hear what he has to say next.
Okay. Head back into the room.
This ought to be interesting.
Real interesting.
Alright, so you guys head back into the room. Glint is over at his desk. You guys all go back, sit down at the table. He walks over. So, what did you come up with?
Regarding
Regarding this situation.
I think you owe us money.
That may be true.
Oh, that definitely is true.
That's it, boys. You got him.
But
55
what else
ships.
you got to add to that?
Now,
Now, you said there was an issue with the vote and something else?
yes, I know you have been gone for quite some time. You are ignorant on the situation.
Sure, let's
Let me catch
say
you
that.
up. Let me catch you up. Prior to the vote, we pulled some, I guess you could say, some under-the-table deals, and sold 25 ships, what we agreed upon, to a corporation that is not involved with us. Now, the whole idea was for that corporation to then further sell the ships to Unity and or Makdoom. Whoever it may be. So 25 ships is what we had prepared. And that is all we can supply now. We cannot supply any further than that. So now, we have an order for 25 ships, and we have an order for 30 ships. Of which we cannot supply 30 ships. We can only supply 30, or only supply 25. To skirt
can.
around the vote that just happened.
So you sold the supply without telling us you sold the supply before we sold it.
Well, obviously we have a connection to that
corporation that we sold the 25 ships to. That they
Well,
would
just-
further sell the ships to Unity or Mockdoom.
Well, give them over the 25 of the ships you can't make, and then we'll figure out the other 5, whether telling them we can't fulfill them or we split the difference or whatever. Give one order to us, we'll take care of the 25, give them the other 25, they don't have to sell any.
We can't
Hell,
do
you
that
might be able to
anymore.
make money off that.
We've done it
Can't.
once. If we do it again, that would raise suspicion.
Okay. New idea. Tell, Okay, second off... Nah, okay. I gotta... To anyone currently engaged in an altercation, is what the ban is on, correct?
Yes.
These laws are strictly based in Mesoponata, correct?
Yes.
So then how does this affect Mockdoon?
Mockdoon is at war with Unity. They have
Yes,
moved
but
north
how
across
does
the
how does
river.
that law govern them?
Well, it does not govern them. It governs us.
Okay, so then we give them the ships as a gift, and they donate money to our glorious cause of.
It does not work that way.
It's how tax write-offs work.
We're in a fictional world.
With taxes. We're in a fictional world with taxes.
That's true, we do have to pay them.
You put me in quite the pickle here, gentlemen.
You put yourself in this little pickle with your buy-off.
Oh, me. Yes. They agreed upon 25 ships, so I provided 25 ships.
It's not our fault that some people aren't very clear.
Oh, yes, contract. 25 ships. Right there.
At least 25 ships.
No.
So what would it take to be able to provide an additional 30?
Our hands are tied.
You still have your proxy corporation. Why
Yes,
can you
but
not
we
make
cannot
more
use
ships?
it again. That would raise suspicion, like I said.
Well, then you sell it to a third-party nation and have that nation resell.
Sell to both sides of the war.
But we've already done that.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Way ahead of ya.
I'll see myself out of here.
So we have 25 ships available. How do you propose that we do this?
How long could it take you to produce the other 35 once you sold the first 25?
Well, we've technically already sold the first 25.
I would like to.
Produce. Sorry.
What are our options in the way of what exactly do the writs say?
What writs? Like the law?
No, the writs that we were given to the purchase orders.
Oh, the purchase orders?
Because I know for a fact one of them just says to Arabella Corporation.
Yeah. I mean, they both do. Unity's is for 25 ships at 800 gold pieces per. And Mock Dames is for 30 ships at, what was it, 1,500?
Yeah, I guess my question is, are they like checks where it says in the memo statement to Arabella?
Yeah.
Or is it in the memo statement X amount of ships at this price?
I guess it would be X amount of ships at this price.
Well then the issue is that we're not on the hook for anything, because trying to pass those through any part of Mesoponata would immediately make them null and void, seeing how is the new law is that they are banned from selling items of war.
I mean, they are dated, so you could probably get away with the Unity one. I don't know if you could get away with the Messinapata one.
So don't sell them warships. Sell them transport ships with aftermarket.
I thought that's what we were selling anyways, was transport ships.
Oh no.
No, it was warships, but you just sell them. You sell them transport ships with aftermarket accessories, and they're bolt-on cannons. Like, you know, they just It's build your own warship, but you're selling a transport ship. It just has the capability to be turned
We
into
would not be able to sell a items of war package separately.
Yeah.
Well, it's not items of war. It's some individual components that when put together.
That's the thing. Like, he can't sell anything like cannons or rifles or anything like that.
But can he sell a metal tube? And then can he sell a couple metal discs?
Yes, basically what we're asking is, can we sell him an IKEA furniture set?
Exactly.
No.
That is
It
exactly
includes
what I'm saying.
large
No.
metallic tubes
No.
and wooden framing.
You can't get around this.
If you don't want us to have the gold, just say so.
Well, he said we can get it. We can get by doing the Unity purchase, but I still don't understand.
Just split. Can't we just split? One gets 12, one gets 13.
Let me go look at the math.
Well, because he said the Esplanada contract was dated post wartime resolution. When was the resolution passed?
Okay, so let's see. Okay, so you guys agreed for the sale on session 14, which this is session 19.
Oh, good. My memory works real good. I'll remember 5 weeks ago.
When the Unity sale?
Yeah.
In session 14?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all are on session 19 right now.
It was so long ago.
So we'll say a week and a half ago is when the thing happened.
Well, we've been traveling for 2 weeks. So Mock Doom, we were at Mock Doom like 13, 14 days ago. So that would have been dated prior to the vote as well.
Man, I would love a peanut butter and jelly.
Let's see. Hold up.
Fat. And?
Okay, you're on the 24th. I think you left on the 13th. I need to start writing notes in the calendar.
Yeah. You said it takes 10 days to go from Mock Doom to Dogar.
Yeah.
And we met the guy north of Mock Doom. And then we spent 2 days traveling.
Yeah.
So it should be around 14 days.
So it would have been like as you guys... It would have happened, I guess, when you guys were in your little stint in the, like...
Time travel?
Past. Yeah.
How convenient.
Yeah, very convenient.
Yeah, that's how this works, man.
Doesn't have to work this way.
Yes, it does.
It does if he wants it to.
Yes, it does.
Can I start calling Asahuli Swahili again?
Yeah.
Because she sounds like she's fucking us. Or some god is.
If you don't mind me asking, why did Unity get such a discounted rate?
Well, at the time, we were thinking that this vote would not go through. So that would encourage Mock Doom to purchase more ships. But however, the vote passing put us in quite a situation where we could not fulfill orders to Mock Doom. That was a gamble that did not pay off.
That would have been nice to know. what are our options, Captain Asshole?
It looks like one of our purchase orders was lost in transport.
Now who do we back?
The only one we can. 25
Unity?
ships from Unity.
Fuck.
The only one we can. So, Clint, it looks like we will be turning in one order for exactly 25 ships. And as I say that, I'm going to tear up the 30 ship one.
Okay. All right then. To Unity then. Are we agreed on this?
No,
of course. Oh no.
Do you want to try and find another way around God?
Yes.
Good luck.
Would like to counter God's offer with another one.
This is not how it works.
Yeah, he just weaved a rather elaborate timeline to steer us in a specific direction.
Dauron, what do you... Or not Dauron. Shit. Herschel, what do you have to say?
I'm currently trying to remake my graphs.
Okay.
Mainly so that I can just ask for a smaller percentage of each ship.
Well, now the issue is how do we get the purchase to go through for...
Well, the purchase will go through if it's just a smaller percentage, right? Right, God? Say we're like 10 gold short of being autonomous?
Well, I mean, 25 ships at 800 gold is still like what?
133 gold.
Yeah, how much do we
And-
need to get autonomous?
180.
20 silver.
No.
What was the 20 silver for?
It's... So... 20,000 gold. That's for the Unity ships. At 0.666%. We'll give you guys 133 gold and 20 silver.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I gotcha. Oh, that's what I did last time. Hmm.
Now, if you guys like want to like try to split that, you're gonna have to talk to Unity and what's his ass, Traylith again, to try to explain. Why
Yeah,
you're
can we
only-
get him on the phone real quick? I'd
why
like
you're
to
only
let
delivering
him know
part
that the
of
ships are on back order.
I don't think Doc can afford those stab wounds anymore.
Yeah, how's that conversation going to go? That hey, we're going to have to lower your ship count because we're negotiating with your competitor.
We're gonna have to take half of each.
I'm just gonna answer the phone and hand it straight over to Glenn. Be like, here, this is your problem now, asshole. Fucking nitpicking motherfucker.
15 to Unity and 10 to Mockton.
That's
Well, we could just do what a lot of companies do and say, hey, we're sending 10 now and 15, and we'll send the rest later. But later never comes.
Later comes after the war's over, because we're not allowed to sell ships until the...
true.
That too.
Technically, we did not give a delivery timeline for these ships.
That's true.
There was no guarantee they would get them while they were still in combat.
If they had read the brochure, maybe they
If
would have
they
seen
had read the brochure, they were back ordered. It clearly stated it in the brochure.
Orders over 25 will be back ordered.
You know who also doesn't have a penchant for details? War leaders.
Oh yeah.
Especially pompous ones.
Yeah. So who do you want to make mad, and who do you not want to make mad?
I'll piss off fucking pompous dickhole every day.
It's not even about. I don't even care about making anyone mad. I care about maximizing profits.
I really don't want to make Unity mad if I'm being real honest.
Well, maximizing profits would mean we sell 25 ships to Mock, dude.
Yeah.
Well,
If we can get that sale to go through.
Just tell him the other 5 are back ordered. He can wait for him if he wants, or he can take the 25 we have ready right now.
No, I mean because that contract was dated after the vote took place.
Well, maybe the Unity contract was dated after. Maybe that one went through first. I don't know.
The contracts.
Is this what it's like when the U.S. tries to decide who to sell weapons to and from?
Yes.
It's like the debate last night.
Oh God! No, this is much better. At least this one makes somewhat sense.
I just wish that we would have waited.
Hindsight's 2020.
Wait.
Herschel.
I did vote no.
Waited to turn this in.
Yes.
I mean, we can hold it right here and then get everyone else's opinion
Yep. All right.
next session.
Works for me.
Okay.
Because I do not want to resolve this tonight.
Fair enough.
Devil's in the details.
It is not a binding contract
That's
in my notes page.
Hey, unless someone can produce the binding contract.
Well,
That's
the
as close as we
binding
got.
contractee did not write the actual contract.
Yeah, the
I'm tempted to go get a damn document notarized.
And if he wrote it right now, what do you think it would say?
It would say for no more, no less than 25 ships, because that's what God wants.
This God character really seems like a cunt.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Parker, you remember like a few weeks ago when I told you you were gonna be fucked either way?
Yes, I figured this is what it was.
Have told Jake multiple times that there's no way we're getting any of this money. And I have said that since we made the deal, and you said Unity will take 25 ships. And I was like, well, that was too easy. I was like, I wonder how we're not going to get to keep this money, and now I know.
Your initial reaction when he said 25 ships, no more, no less, was magnificent.
Yes. I'm glad it'll be on YouTube forever.
You're about the equivalent of fucking MGM or whatever the music businesses deal with the people. You just straight fucked us.
I didn't fuck you.
Mm.
It's all about whoever made the contract.
Well, my ass is sore, so someone fucked me.
What I'm saying is that if the contract were to be for 25 ships, no more, no less, there's no way in hell that any of us were letting either Unity or Mockdoon purchase anything to go over that limit.
You want to know who fucked you?
I know who fucked me. I'm fully aware of it.
Someone's wheezing and dying.
No, he's
Oh, no,
playing.
it's the
It's
turtle
the
thing.
turtles are fucking me.
That's some turtle fucking right there. Oh well.
It's okay. I didn't want to be autonomous, anyways.
I mean, to be fair, there was a month between when you made the Unity deal, or when you made the deal with Arabella and when you sold the ships to Unity.
There's no government that happens that quickly.
When you say a month between us, wait, what?
Yeah, so you made the deal with Glint on session 10,
Uh-huh.
and then you sold. Holy fuck! You sold the ships to Unity in session 14.
Are you saying that's a month for like me to actually
Forget
write
the deal
the?
you made.
Yes.
I can guarantee you I am not forgetting a single word of the deal that I made. Because it took me 30 minutes to get the deal that I wanted.
And that's a lot, and that's a quick one considering we do about an hour's worth of one activity.
This is
No,
the
it
worst
was-
deal in the history of deals.
It was 30 minutes specifically about the percentage we were going to make per ship.
Mm-hmm.
That is what took 30 minutes.
I should pour no more whiskey, but one more glass will do.
Yeah.
That's a candle. Don't pour it in the candle.
And I made sure, like 25 ships. I wanted to be sure that was what you wanted.
The deal was for at least 25 ships, I am positive.
And I said for 25 ships.
Yes, at least 25 ships.
For
I'll reiterate.
25
If I was
ships.
present this in real life, I would have strangled you. Just immediately. I'd be going to prison for life, but it would be worth it.
This
been
is a
waiting for
ruthless
this.
world of
I've
business.
been waiting for this session for so long. Oh my god.
You're.
It's a shame you've put everything else in writing except for this session, and that you didn't start recording sessions until after that session.
Oh yeah.
Seems very suspicious to me.
I have writing on every single session that we've done.
And I would love to see the writing for this contract.
You know what you and Shirley have in common? I'll let you figure it out.
So I did a thing.
Is it murdering Glint?
No, but you're gonna like what it is. I think.
All right.
Go look in the Enlil campaign on Discord.
Will again
Oh.
counter this argument that you've presented me as it is my own writing. And therefore not your writing.
Yeah, because that's what I copied and pasted for you guys.
Yes.
Unity. Uh-huh.
Therefore you have no actual recollection of this contract other than what I have put in a note.
Party.
No, I'm saying I wrote it and then I copied and pasted it into the notes. And you put it in your notes.
I think I put it in the notes.
It won't load.
I don't even drink whiskey and I drink that.
Wait, do you not have Discord open?
I have Discord up. I'm saying it won't load.
That's sick, Crispy.
The image?
Yeah,
Slide.
for whatever reason.
I do like it, Crispy.
Thanks.
I'm reloading Discord. Oh, I
How
closed
did you
Discord.
make that
How
so
am I still on
fast?
Discord? I closed it.
What?
That is so
I
cool.
don't know.
How did you ask? How did I make it so fast?
Yeah.
The fuck?
It was in the
Magic?
contract.
It was in the contract. Good use of these. I've been doing this for a while now with characters. I take multiple images and splice them together without using Photoshop. Only Paint 3D. It's quite
Oh
difficult,
my.
but I've gotten good
Yes.
at it.
Paint
Bro,
3D
what the
is
fuck is wrong with you?
I don't
is
have
useful.
anything else except Paint 3D. But I can do
Austin's
some pretty awesome things.
computer
on it.
might have died trying to
Oh,
open
okay.
this image.
Who was that? Austin?
Yeah, it was Austin.
That's pretty devastating.
That's really fucking cool.
Thanks, man. That can go into our.
That's like professional as shit.
Wow. Thank you.
Signature drink, the Drunken Kraken.
Oh, I should have put that on there.
You still have time.
You're not wrong. Edit with 3D paint. We need to. Wait, do we have a Drunken Kraken logo?
Yeah, I think someone made one.
I just finally saw what you put in there. I'm a fan.
Thank you.
I think it's in that Enlil campaign.
I'm
Thread.
scrolling.
Why is it black when you pour it in a glass?
It's purple. It's technically purple.
That's the boot leather.
I'm okay. Yeah, no, I'm good with that.
I think the glass is technically separate. I think it's a glass of wine next to it, maybe. But I can go in and adjust the coloring on the glass too. It just
Uh,
will take a
I
long
think we
time.
keep the purple. I think that goes quite well with the stab yourself.
Makes it look like it's blood.
Mm-hmm.
I like how you said not the actual contract at the top of your memo.
Yes, it was in fact the memo and not the actual contract.
Mm.
But like I told you, and like I told Jake, I knew this was coming. I'm just very disappointed in the way that you were making it happen.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's all. That is all I have.
Okay.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
It's been coming for a long time.
Alright, yes. Since we made the deal that was gonna make us autonomous, I was
Yep.
very aware of it not actually coming true.
I still feel slighted. It's all right. We're gonna make a fortune with this whiskey.
A tavern. That thing's rocking.
It is a rockin' it. It's a moving, and we can use it to not impersonate, but blackmail several people and get our way the way we want it. We're gonna get them gold pieces one way or the other.
I mean, if we can still get our share of the 25 ships, I'd say this is still very successful. We could even get some tattoos.
Chris put a door in. All right. Well, the devil is in the fucking details, but I still disagree.
Just seems that all future endeavors should endure a little more scrutiny.
Should also be written down and physically signed.
I think we can take digital signatures.
Yes, we can take digital signatures as long as we have a stenographer to clearly make sure that the at least is put in there.
Mm-hmm.
I can have someone notarize it too if needed.
Oh, I can also. My wife is a notary.
Perfect. Even better.
Always forget that shit.
Yeah, Eileen is too.
But look at
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you got one in house, that's a little bit like cheating.
She has a different last name.
that. Yeah, I don't know if I would trust your notary though.
You're fucking engaged. She might as well share the same bed. Oh
Well,
shit, she
that's not
does.
That's not fair. Why would I accept your notary then?
Hey, weren't you guys supposed to end the session?
Hey,
Christine's integrity is beyond reproach. Okay,
Mm,
she
Okay.
hates me, so she would never help me.
I can't help when our world ends and begins. Only God controls this. Until we kill him.
yeah, that's the goal.
Hint, hint.
All right, I guess we'll call it then.
Al, go get yourself a drink. Cry yourself to sleep tonight.
Maybe I will, okay?
Go grab you some balcones.
There it is. Here's the drunken kraken.
Better just hope that I'm not imposter in any of the next Among Us games.
Mm-hmm. I would be paying for this one for a while.
I will shit.